the Israeli opera Tel Aviv-Yafo, always on the move. In the center of the Tel Aviv Cultural Hub stands the Opera House at the Tel Aviv Performing Arts Center. Here, at the home of the Israeli opera, you can enjoy numerous activities that bring the magical world of opera to large and varied audiences. Performances at the Opera House, the Tel Aviv Performing Arts Center. Israeli opera productions feature young and renowned international and Israeli opera singers with leading international production teams. All operas are performed in the original language with Hebrew and English surtitles. The opera audience is invited to additional events that enhance the enjoyment of each production. Towards opening with the creators, pre-performance lecture before each performance, backstage tours before the show begins, and opera talkbacks at the end of the performance where one can meet the artists. But the Israeli opera is not just opera. The Art Center presents a variety of cultural events, including an international dance series, varied music series from classical to jazz and world music with leading local orchestras, performances for children, and exhibitions. Operas for children. We believe that people of all ages can love opera. Children Opera Hour performances enable young children to savor the magic of opera for the first time. Performances are in Hebrew with colorful costumes and accompanied by piano and narration. These productions are also performed at children's hospitals around the country. Israeli opera education activities. Each morning, Israeli opera staffers travel to schools all over Israel in order to present theoretical and practical education activities for school children of all ages. The school and kindergarten kids meet young opera singers and learn about the art form. Later on, the children enjoy a backstage tour at the opera and watch a full Israeli opera production. Community opera. Community opera is much more than an opera production. It is a multidisciplinary event in which singers, dancers, and actors from a specific community work for months with the opera singers and present in tandem a full opera production attended by the members of the community. Traveling opera. Traveling opera is an opera on wheels, replete with orchestra, sets, and costumes, and Israeli opera soloists that reach the periphery. Open-air opera. Each summer, tens of thousands of enthusiastic opera buffs enjoy an open-air production. The traditional summer opera in the park invites everyone to sit on the grass and enjoy an exciting opera event with surtitles and narration. Admission to Opera in the Park is free. One of the major goals of the Israeli opera is to encourage the composition of Israeli operas. The opera commissions and performs many new operas, including A Journey to the End of the Millennium and The Child Dreams, as well as new opera for the entire family, Alice in Wonderland. The Young Generation. The Opera Studio is our Young Artists program that helps young Israeli opera singers to hone their craft. Opera Studio alumni perform regularly in main-stage Israeli opera productions. The Israeli Opera, an ambassador of culture. The Israeli Opera tours to international opera houses and opera festivals. So far, we have toured to the Frankfurt Opera, the Savonlinna Festival, the Wiesbaden Festival, the Deutsche Oper Berlin, and the Rome Opera. Open-air summer opera festivals take place all over the world. The Israeli Opera now puts Israel and Masada on the international opera map, and in this way encourages cultural tourism to Israel. The Israeli Opera. Opera, dance, music, children performances, education and outreach programs, community productions, traveling opera, opera in the park, opera concerts around Israel, young artists program, performing around the world, Masada Opera Festival. The Israeli Opera, 25 years of a never-ending story of success.